Okay, so we all know about the Grammys,
Yeah.
right? That's like the big leagues, right?
Oh, yeah.
But what about the artists who are still kind of, you know, grinding
Yeah.
those hidden gems with that raw talent,
Mm-hmm.
the ones who are about to explode,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, playing those packed, sweaty shows
Yeah.
in those tiny little clubs.
Absolutely.
I bet you some of our favorite artists were in that exact same spot.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. It's a really crucial stage, I think, in an artist's journey.
Yeah.
It's all about building a fan base,
Hmm.
honing their craft,
Mm.
and just getting that vital experience of performing live.
Exactly. And that's where something like the RBE Awards comes in.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like the Grammys, but specifically for the international emerging music scene.
Yeah.
And they've been kind of steadily building momentum since 2017.
Yeah.
This year, they held their ceremony at the legendary Clapham Grand in London.
Wow.
It's a pretty big deal.
Oh, absolutely. The Clapham Grand has hosted some like iconic acts over the years.
Yeah.
So for these rising stars to be performing on that same stage,
Right.
it's a real sign that they're on the right track, you know?
Yeah.
It adds a layer of legitimacy and prestige.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's rewind a bit.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the origins of the RBE Awards?
Yeah.
What was that kind of initial spark?
Well, it all started with the RBE Music Showcases,
Okay.
which were created to give these up-and-coming artists a platform
Yeah.
to perform live and connect with a wider audience.
Okay.
You know, breaking into the music industry is incredibly tough,
Yeah.
especially for independent artists without the backing of a major label.
Right.
These showcases were all about giving them that much-needed exposure
Okay.
and a chance to build a following.
So it's kind of like a stepping stone, a
Exactly.
way to gain some traction
Yeah.
in a really competitive industry.
Yeah, and they've been incredibly successful.
Mm-hmm.
Over 1,000 artists have performed at over 100 different events
Okay.
across London,
That's amazing.
which is, yeah, pretty amazing.
Yep.
That's a testament to the dedication of the RBE team
Hmm.
and the hunger of these artists
Yeah.
to get their music out there.
Yeah, for sure. So was there a particular moment
Mm.
or event that sparked the idea to kind of transition from these showcases
Yeah.
to a full-blown award ceremony?
Mm.
Like, what was the thought process behind that evolution?
So the team at RBE Entertainment Ltd.,
Okay.
the company behind it all,
Mhm.
they saw the incredible talent coming through these showcases,
Mhm.
and they realized there was a real need
Okay.
to celebrate and recognize these
Mm.
artists in a more formal way.
Okay.
The first RBE Awards were held back in December of 2017,
Wow.
and it's been a pretty remarkable journey ever since.
Yeah.
They started at the Amersham Arms, then moved to Wonderville,
Okay.
and now they've landed at the Clapham Grand.
That's pretty,
That's quite a leap.
a big jump.
Yeah, in just a few years.
Yeah, I mean, hearing about their journey really gives you a sense of how passionate they are
Mm-hmm.
about this movement. It's clearly not just about putting on a show. It's about building something meaningful
Yeah,
for these artists.
absolutely.
And it's even more impressive when you consider that they navigated a global pandemic.
Yeah.
I mean, the music industry was hit hard,
Oh, yeah.
but the RBE Awards didn't skip a beat.
Yeah, it's true. They were incredibly adaptable.
Mm.
In 2020, when live events were impossible, they pivoted to a live streamed event on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
And they managed to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
You know, that dedication to supporting these artists even during a global crisis
Yeah,
really speaks volumes.
for sure. So let's fast forward to this year's ceremony at the Clapham Grand.
Okay.
Can you kind of paint us a picture? What was the energy like in the room?
Imagine this. 300 people packed into this legendary venue.
Wow.
The lights go down, and you can feel this electric anticipation in the air.
I bet.
Then the music starts.
Yeah.
And you have these incredibly talented artists
Mm-hmm.
showcasing such a diverse range of genres.
Yeah.
From soulful singers to energetic rappers.
Oh, wow.
You can feel the passion radiating from the stage,
I bet.
and the crowd is totally feeding off of it. It's
Yeah.
a real celebration of creativity
Wow.
and community.
It sounds incredible. And this year they introduced international recognition categories,
Yeah,
which is a huge step, right?
yeah.
What prompted that expansion?
I think it reflects a really important trend that's
Okay.
happening in the music industry.
Mhm.
You know, the lines are blurring.
Mhm.
Music is becoming more globalized.
Yeah.
These categories recognize that talent isn't confined to geographical borders.
Right.
Artists from the US, South Africa, Finland, and Nigeria
Wow.
all received awards this year,
That's awesome.
which demonstrates the incredible reach and impact of the RBE Awards.
Yeah.
It's becoming a truly international platform for emerging artists.
Okay, so you've got this buzzing atmosphere, talented artists from all over the world, and the recognition factor of winning an award.
Yeah.
Did any specific moments from the ceremony stand out to you?
There was this one acceptance speech from an artist from Nigeria.
Okay.
He was absolutely beaming.
Uh,
And he talked about how winning this award was like a validation of all the hard work and sacrifice he'd put into his music.
wow.
He talked about how it felt like his dreams were starting to come true.
Oh, wow.
There wasn't a dry eye in the house, let me tell you.
Really?
It really highlighted the emotional weight these awards carry
Yeah.
for the artists.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
That moment kind of perfectly captures what this is all about. It's more than just awards, you know?
Right.
It's about recognizing that hard work
Yeah.
and passion from these artists.
Yeah.
And creating opportunities. It's really inspiring stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's something that I think we sometimes lose sight of, you know,
yeah.
particularly with how accessible music is these days. We can stream anything, anytime.
Right.
But behind every song, there's a story.
Yeah,
There's an artist pouring their heart and soul into their craft.
for sure.
The RBE Awards reminds us of that human element.
It's a good point. Okay, so we've talked about this incredible journey, this amazing energy at the ceremony, and the impact it has on the artists. But let's kind of zoom out for a second here.
Okay.
What does the success of the RBE Awards tell us about the music industry as a whole?
I think it speaks volumes about how the industry is evolving.
Okay.
You know, it's becoming increasingly decentralized. Independent artists are gaining more power than ever before.
Right.
They're not waiting for a record deal to validate them.
Right.
They're building their own fan bases,
Yeah.
creating their own opportunities. And platforms like the RBE Awards are playing a vital role in that shift.
So it's almost like they're cutting out the middleman.
Exactly.
Instead of relying on these kind of traditional gatekeepers,
Yeah.
they're forging their own path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting.
Yeah.
It means we're going to see a lot more diversity
Okay.
in the music that's being created and shared.
Yeah.
We're no longer limited by what the major labels decide to promote. The RBE Awards are like a microcosm
Right.
of that change.
Yeah.
And their international expansion is a testament
Yeah.
to the fact that talent knows no borders.
I think about it this way. When was the last time you actually discovered a new artist organically?
Yeah.
One that wasn't served up to you
Right.
by an algorithm or playlist. Platforms like this are providing an alternative to that
Yeah.
curated experience.
Absolutely.
They're saying, hey, there's a whole world of incredible music out there that you might never find otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like being in on a secret.
I love that analogy. It's like being part of this underground movement
Yeah.
that's championing these artists before they hit the mainstream.
Right.
And to your point, the fact that they're expanding internationally is incredibly significant.
Yeah.
It's breaking down those barriers and creating a truly global community of artists and fans.
Yeah. Now that brings up something I've been wondering about.
Okay.
As more and more of these platforms emerge,
Yeah.
isn't there a risk that it becomes even harder for truly talented artists
Yeah.
to stand out from the crowd?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
But I think the key here is curation.
Okay.
The RBE Awards have a rigorous selection process.
Yeah.
It's not just anyone who can perform at their events or be nominated for an award.
Yeah.
They're really committed to showcasing the best of the best.
Yeah.
The artists who are pushing boundaries and creating truly original music.
So it's not just about quantity. It's about quality.
Precisely.
It's about finding those gems amidst a sea of options.
And that's what makes platforms like this so valuable. They're doing the work of sifting through the vast landscape of emerging music and presenting us with the artists who deserve our attention.
Okay, so we've talked about the past and the present, but what about the future?
Yeah.
Where do the RBE Awards go from here?
Well, they're certainly not resting on their laurels. RBE Entertainment Ltd. has some ambitious plans for the future.
Yeah.
They're actively seeking major sponsorships and grants
Okay.
to further elevate the event and provide even more support to the artists.
That makes perfect sense. More resources would mean More opportunities for the artists, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe even expanding to other countries.
And that's their long-term vision.
Okay.
To become a global force in the entertainment industry.
Well,
to foster talent across all disciplines, not just music.
wow.
But there are challenges, of course.
What are some of those challenges? Are there things they are doing now to try and meet them head on?
One of the biggest challenges for any platform like this is sustainability.
Okay.
It takes a lot of resources to put on an event of this scale,
Right.
especially as they grow internationally.
Yeah.
Finding those sponsors and securing that financial stability is crucial for their long-term success.
Yeah.
But they're also very savvy in leveraging social media and digital marketing to reach wider audiences and build those essential partnerships.
It's a balancing act.
Exactly.
You have to have the artistic vision and passion.
Yeah.
But you also need the business acumen to make it work.
And the RBE team seems to have struck that balance.
Yeah.
They're incredibly passionate about the music and the artists, but they also have a clear understanding of the business side of things.
Yeah.
They're in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important for the artists they support.
So you're seeing this evolution of the industry. You're seeing a platform like this rise to meet that evolution.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how they and other platforms like them will adapt to the ever-changing music landscape, 5-10 years down the road.
It's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
Will they become the new gatekeepers? Will they be able to maintain that focus on grassroots talent as they grow larger?
Yeah.
Or will they be overtaken by another platform entirely? These are questions we'll have to wait and see play out.
Okay, I'm going to switch gears for a moment and talk directly to you, the listener.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
But why should this matter to you? What's the takeaway if you're not an aspiring musician? I mean, think about how you discover new music.
Yeah.
Is it through those curated playlists or those algorithm-driven recommendations, which can be great,
Right.
but you're kind of relying on someone else's taste there.
Yeah.
With the RBE Awards, it's different. You're tapping into a community that's passionate about finding those diamonds in the rough.
Right.
It's about being a part of a movement that supports these artists early on before they hit the big time,
It's true. And what's fascinating is that it goes beyond just finding cool new music.
Okay.
By engaging with platforms like the RBE Awards, you're actively participating in shaping the future of music.
Wow.
You're supporting a more diverse and inclusive industry, one where talent, not connections, is what matters.
It's almost like a cultural investment, right?
Yeah.
You're putting your energy into something you believe in, something that resonates with you.
Absolutely.
And who knows, maybe you'll discover your next favorite artist along the way.
Yeah, and it's a reminder that the music industry isn't just a monolithic entity controlled by big labels. It's a living, breathing ecosystem fueled by passion, creativity, and community support.
Absolutely. The RBE Awards are a real testament to that. So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's recap a little bit of what we've learned today.
Okay.
We explored the origins of the RBE Awards, their evolution from humble beginnings to a prestigious event at the Clapham Grand.
It's pretty amazing.
Their expansion into the international scene.
Yeah.
And what it all means for the music industry as a whole.
We've seen how they're championing emerging talent.
Yeah.
Providing them with a platform to showcase their music, connect with a wider audience, and gain recognition for their hard work.
Yeah.
And we've discussed how they're adapting to the changing landscape of the industry, embracing the globalized nature of music, and fostering a sense of community among artists and fans alike.
It's been a pretty inspiring journey, and I hope it sparked some curiosity in you, the listener.
Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking about checking out some of these artists, or maybe you're even inspired to support initiatives like this in your own community.
And that's the beauty of these kinds of deep dives, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're not just about passive consumption of information.
Right.
They're about sparking those aha moments, those moments of reflection and inspiration that lead us to engage with the world around us in a more meaningful way.
Absolutely. So if you're interested in learning more about the RBE Awards, maybe discovering some incredible new music, or even just connecting with this vibrant community, we encourage you to check out their website at www.rbent.co.uk.
Okay.
Or follow them on Facebook at facebook.com/warbeintuck.
You know, who knows?
Yeah.
You might just stumble upon your new favorite artist, or even be inspired to contribute to the next chapter in this remarkable story.
That's awesome.
The future of music is being written right now, and it's exciting to be a part of it.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the RBE Awards.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.